Namaskar friends, welcome to Think Tank India. Today we'll discuss on latest Israel-Iran Lebanon conflict, and we'll discuss with Mr. Satoru Nagao again, the non-resident fellow of Hudson Institute and political analyst and international affairs relation expert, and we will also discuss is Middle East under what threat. So Mr. Nagao, welcome to our channel again.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So, sir, what is the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel, and why Iran is entering in this conflict?
Okay. Yeah, this is my question a little broad, so that's why my answer itself is a little bit broad one. So could you please listen? Of course, in case of the Hezbollah, this was established in 1980s, but so historical background is there. But the purpose of this Hezbollah is, of course, diminish Israel, destroy Israel, or something like that. But the current situation, when we think about the current situation, it has started the October 7th last year. So that's why we should focus on this latest move. Indeed, when you think about the conflict in the Middle East, especially the Israel and the Palestine-related Islamic extremists, indeed, there is a good example in South Asia, which is Sri Lanka. In case of Sri Lanka, in case of the Middle East, of course, different conflicts, but indeed there is similarities. In case of Sri Lanka, you know, the Sinhala versus Tamil has happened in the past. And but so in the island in Sri Lanka, Sinhala and Tamil, when we check the population, Sinhala is big, majority, and Tamil is small, minority. But despite this, in this conflict, both sides believe they are minorities. Sinhala believe minority, Tamil believe minority. Why? That's an important question. Because view from the population in Sri Lanka island, Sinhala is majority. But the view from Sinhala, Tamil in India is group of the Tamil in Sri Lanka, and total number of the Tamil is bigger than Sinhala, they believe. So that's why, despite the Sinhala is a majority in the island, they believe they are minority. So both sides believe they are minority. So in this case, what happened? They believe they are minority, and enemy is big. Without fight, enemy will eliminate them, destroy them. That is the fear. That is the fear, and which lead to the conflict, lead to the we must fight, we must fight. Such kind of the feeling came from the situation they believe, which is they are minority. That situation leads that situation makes all of the arrangement of the ceasefire fail in Sri Lanka. Japan arranged, Norway arranged, failed, and finally, in 2009, it was solved by militarily. So military solution has applied because both sides try to fight. Both sides do not give up without fight. In case of the Middle East, Israel versus Palestine, similar situations has happened. When we compare Israel versus the population in Gaza, of course, Israel is far big. So the people in Gaza believe they are minority. But view from Israel, they also feel they are minority. Because the Muslim around Israel is far bigger than population Israel. So Israel believes they are minority too. So both sides believe minority. That's why without fight, they will destroy us. We must fight. Both sides try to fight without a ceasefire, without just stop the war. So it is not easy to stop the war in this region because, because of this perception, which is both sides believe they are minority. Both sides believe they must fight. So under such kind of situation, when the Hamas attacked Israel, the October 7th last year, Israel believe this is dangerous. This is big threat. We must fight. Such kind of feeling will come, and without destroying the other military power, their mindset will not become calm, stable. So that's why if the world want to stop Israel, want to stop Palestine and making the peace in this region, in this case, how to make the Israel's mindset stable is the key. Who can do that? United States, I believe. But Biden's administration's policy was failed policy. Because after the Hamas attacked Israel in the October 7th last year, firstly, of course, the US should say Israel has the right to defend themselves, of course, and Israel are angry and fear. That's why it is impossible to stop Israel to deal with this terrorist attack. But after that, the time will come to calm down. So how to do that? America should secure Israel and try to make Israel fear to be more peaceful and stable one. But America failed. What America has done is do not rely on your anger, something like that. They try to warn Israel to stop escalation. That is not proper just after the attack. Because they fear very strong pressure Israel feel. In this case, there's a high possibility that Israel will retaliate. It is impossible for the US to stop Israel that time because such kind of the big pressure of the fear. But Biden's administration tried to stop this. It looks like they tried to stop the flow of river. It is impossible. So that time, what America should do is just release the anger of Israel. But after that, because America allow Israel to do that, time will come to stop this, or time to come to calm down, because pressure will down later. Friendship and promise to secure the Israel. And if something has happened, America will fight instead of Israel. Such kind of message is needed after America admit Israel to attack it, retaliate it. So that's why what Biden administration did is from the beginning they try to ask Israel not retaliate, not rely on your anger, your fear. Something like that meaningless warning America sent to the Israel. That's not proper. So how to control someone's emotion? How to control their rise emotion? Biden administration policy was failure. That's why now there is no chance to stop it. Israel do not trust Biden administration policy fully because they did not understand the feeling of Israel. Israel has a military power. Because they fear, they try to use it. This is a big problem. But the problem caused from the policy of the Biden administration, I believe, in this case. So, what is the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel? Is of course Israel try to eliminate the military power of the Hezbollah after they eliminate the military power of Hamas. But what is the cause of problem is, I said both sides believe they are minority and they must fight. But after that, America, Biden administration did not understand such kind of feeling, and they haven't act properly, haven't deal with properly. That's what happened, I believe. Thank you.
Sir, why Iran is supporting Hezbollah and funding Hezbollah?
Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthi is, of course, supported by Iran. So that's why this is, even if the Hamas versus Israel, Hezbollah versus Israel, Houthi versus Israel has happened, but indeed one kind of proxy war between Israel and Iran. But currently, Hamas military power has nearly this big damage after Israel attacked Hamas military power. Hezbollah faced a big damage after Israel attacked Hezbollah. And Houthi is still keeping their military power. But this military organization, which originally supported by Iran, despite this, currently this organization want to complain to Iran. Because despite Iran provide them weapon or support, but now Iran hasn't did enough support to these organization. Originally, Iran support them. Iran supported. So that's why these Hezbollah, Iran, Hamas want to ask Iran to do more to support them. Without this, many these organizations do not or cannot rely on Iran as a security provider or as a supporter. That's why Iran launched many missiles, 200 missiles against Israel as one kind of the gesture against Israel, one kind of gesture to support Hamas, Hezbollah, or Houthi. But when we check the conventional military power between Iran and Israel, Iran cannot win. But conventional military power, Israel has advantage. That's why there is no option for Iran to escalate this conflict to be the real total war between Iran versus Israel. That's why the world start to worry. If Iran do not have enough option to deal with the conventional military power with Israel, another option could be the declare to possess nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon try to fulfill
I am
the gap.
interfering you, sir. So you think Israel, we know, already have nuclear weapon. So you think Iran already made a nuclear weapon?
Already made or not already is a little controversial because the official stance of the Iran, they do not have the nuclear weapon. But very near the many people believe. And of course, you have already mentioned some experts start to say Iran already have the nuclear weapon, but it is still unclear for the many experts because this is secret. In case of the Israel also, Israel do not declare they are the nuclear powered country, despite many believe Israel has a nuclear weapon. But in case of Iran, more ambiguity because still many people believe Iran hasn't possessed a nuclear weapon, but just before they can possess. So, but if Iran possesses a nuclear weapon, there's a high possibility that Saudi Arabia will possess a nuclear weapon too, because there is rivalry between Shia versus Sunni. And in case of the Iran and Saudi Arabia, concern is both sides rely on China. Iran possesses a nuclear weapon supported by not only Russia but also China. In case of Saudi Arabia, China and Pakistan, especially China providing the ballistic missile which can carry the nuclear warhead, and indirectly Pakistan will provide a nuclear bomb or technology related to the nuclear bomb. And the Pakistan nuclear bomb was developed in China. For example, the nuclear test or nuclear technology, China provide Pakistan the capability to possess nuclear weapon. So that's why indirectly, the nuclear weapon related missile and warhead or this technology came from China through Pakistan to Saudi Arabia. So that's why this is another threat. So if Israel want to prevent such kind of situation, there is a possibility that Israel will bomb the nuclear facility in Iran. If such kind of situation has happened, the situation will escalate more, and this situation will enter the dangerous zone. That's why world want to prevent such kind of situation. So instead of the nuclear facility, there is a possibility Israel is suggesting to attack energy facility, which is main income of Iran. For example, the oil-related facility. Of course, this is another option because Israel has the right to retaliate the missile attack from Iran. So currently, the people worry, or people in another country worry is which part of the facility Israel choose to attack as a retaliation. But when we talk about the relation between Israel and Iran supported organization, indeed, even if the attack of the October 7 last year, Iran is involved this terrorist attack, I think, because this is indeed the direct link with America's strategy, which relocate their resources from the Middle East, Europe to Indo-Pacific against China. If America want to withdraw from the Middle East and relocate their resources to the Indo-Pacific against China, America needs someone to take charge in this region, which America will withdraw from. So that's why in the Middle East, two interests is matter of concern. Firstly is protecting Israel. Another one is containing Iran. Indeed, Iran's threat is a threat not only for United States, but also the Sunni Arab countries, including Saudi, especially led by Saudi. Because in the Middle East, the area of oil reserve is dominated by Shia people. So that's why if Iran push these people to claim the right of the resources in the Middle East, Bahrain, Saudi, the UAE, every time Shia people dominate oil reserves in the Middle East, and Iran will get huge power to decide the price of oil. So that's why the royal families, governing families of these countries, Saudi, UAE, the Bahrain, others, worry about the claim of the Iran and Iran supported Shia people in their country. Because these royal family, leading families are Sunnah, not Shia. That's why Iran's threat is big threat for the Sunnah Arab royal families. That America is focusing on this. If America withdraw from Middle East, but need to protect Israel and containing Iran, in this case, if Israel and the Sunnah Arabs shake hands, ally, and to contain Iran, in this it is possible. That's why America tried to arrange the cooperation, formal diplomatic relation between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Especially when Trump administration swore in, first foreign trip was Saudi Arabia. Just before the Trump administration swore in, the Obama administration, President Obama visited Saudi Arabia, but that time, under the Obama administration, America tried to withdraw from Middle East, and Saudi Arabia want to complain about this. That's why when President Obama arrived in Saudi Arabia, regional governor and American ambassador is waiting, but no delegation from the central government of the Saudi Arabia. Why such kind of situation has happened? Because Saudi Arabia was angry towards President Obama. That's why when the Trump administration swore in, he visited Saudi Arabia first to try to respect Saudi. And the final part of the Trump administration, the Abraham Agreement has happened, which is formal diplomatic relations has established between the UAE and Israel. This is the first step, and America wish this first step to become the second step or final step, which is the formal diplomatic relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. But view from Iran, view from Hamas, this is a terrible situation. View from China also, view from North Korea also, this is terrible. View from Russia also, indeed. But Iran and Hamas especially, because the topic is Iran in this case, because this is a plot to contain Iran. This is because Israel shake hand with Saudi Arabia to containing Iran is terrible for Iran. It is natural. And view from Hamas, this is also terrible because if Israel and Saudi Arabia cooperate, who care about Hamas? No one. Palestine and Israel will shake hand. It could be, but in this case, Hamas is terrorist organization. This is terrible. They need to they want to destroy such kind of the agreement between Israel and Saudi Arabia. So that's why time is important. During the Trump administration, 4 years, it has worked well. But after the Biden administration swore in, he must continue this policy. But what Biden administration has done and did that time is, firstly, he imposed a sanction to the Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia killed the one journalist in 2018. Kagel, his name is was killed in 2018. That time under the Trump administration, but Trump administration nearly skip about this. But when the Biden administration swore in, they imposed a sanction against Saudi Arabia because of this 2018, what has happened in some years ago. 2 years ago, that time 2020, the Biden administration, 2021, but he saw in, and that incident has happened 2018. And because Saudi Arabia's intervention in Yemen And as a collateral damage, they mistake to bomb the civil purpose bus. That's why the America imposed sanctions towards Saudi Arabia under the Biden administration, not to provide offensive weapons to Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia is bombing in the Yemen against the Houthi, and that time the collateral damage has happened. Because of this, the trust between America and Saudi Arabia has damaged. Under such kind of situation, negotiation arranged by US also stopped. Israel-Saudi Arabia cooperation negotiation has stopped. Hamas and Iran exploit this situation. Hamas prepared 2 years to prepare the October 7th attack in 2023. It has really happened. If that big terror attack has happened, of course we can see there is no mood. Israel establish formal diplomatic relation with Saudi Arabia because it looks like the situation is Jews versus Muslim. Not Shia or not Sunnah. Of course, Sunnah Arab countries do not cooperate Iran's policy, which push Hamas to attack Israel, which Hezbollah to attack Israel, or Houthi to attack Israel. They take distance. But at the same time, it is not comfortable for them to see the Israel retaliation against these Hamas or Hezbollah regions because they are same Muslims. That's why situation has escalated. So I think, view from this situation, Biden administration should change their policy. Indeed, their skill to deal with the situation to prevent escalation has failed. Because they mistake to calculate the emotion of the mistake to understand the emotion of these actors in this region. America should stand with Israel is destiny indeed because of the big population, big strong lobby, Judah lobby, Jewish lobby is existing in the United States. So under such kind of situation, choice is very limited. But if so, when Israel faces a very big terrorist attack, America should stand with Israel. That is unavoidable. But so that is not a problem. Problem itself is how to deal with the mindset of Israel. Firstly, such kind of very big terrorist incident has happened. America cannot stop Israel. That is destiny. That's why the released anger is unavoidable. Despite this, Biden administration tried to stop it by using the word which is rely on anger is not a good thing or something like that. This is not a talk the angry people want to listen. So this is meaningless, just breaks the trust between Israel and America, I believe. And once trust has broke, America's influence towards Israel has declined. So it looks like Israel tried to fight alone. And of course, America, there's no choice to accept providing weapons to Israel because there are strong influence, just influence in the United States. So that's what, and strong connection. There is no choice for America to stop it. Despite this, Biden administration continued to one and break the trust between two. This is not a proper way. Proper way should be how should increase the trust between two. Because of the trust, American can say to the Israel, you should rely on me, rely on United States. That's why you should stop it. That's such kind of the influence American can keep if Israel trusts in the U.S. government fully. So as a policy, American failed, Biden administration failed, is my analysis in this case. And that's why the situation has not stopped yet. And that's why despite both Israel and Iran do not have to escalate the situation, the fighting is continuing. Well, that is my analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You came to our channel and did a brief analysis. Again, we'll invite you for another topic. And audience, please watch, like, comment, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much.